R. Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, was once one of the biggest names in R&B music. His influence stretched across decades, with chart-topping hits like I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition Remix, cementing his status as a music mogul. However, behind the fame and success lay a series of shocking crimes that would eventually lead to his dramatic fall from grace. This is the story of R. Kelly.
Kelly is sending a message from prison demanding people leave his music alone. In an email sent to the Sun-Times, Kelly complains about his health.
The music mogul and his criminal convictions. The rise of R. Kelly. R. Kelly burst onto the music scene in the early 1990s. His debut solo album, 12 Play, in 1993, established him as an R&B powerhouse, with its lead single, Bump and Grind, dominating the charts. Over the next few years, Kelly continued to release hit after hit, becoming one of the most influential artists in R&B history. In addition to his own music, he produced for other major artists, earning respect for his versatility and genius in the studio. Early red flags. The marriage to Aaliyah. Despite his musical success, there were early signs of trouble. In 1994, at the age of 27, Kelly secretly married 15-year-old R&B singer Aaliyah, a move that shocked many when it was revealed. Kelly had produced her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and rumors of a relationship swirled even before the marriage. The marriage was quickly annulled, with Aaliyah's family stepping in to end the illegal union. This incident raised serious concerns, but Kelly's career continued relatively unscathed. The 2002 child pornography charges. In 2002, R. Kelly faced his first major legal battle when a videotape surfaced allegedly showing him engaging in sexual acts with an underage girl. The disturbing footage led to Kelly being charged with multiple counts of child pornography. Despite the gravity of the accusations, Kelly's career remained resilient, and he continued to release music and tour. The trial dragged on for 6 years, and in 2008, Kelly was acquitted of all charges after the victim refused to testify, surviving R. Kelly and the soccer Me Too era. While Kelly managed to escape conviction in 2008, rumors and accusations continued to follow him. In the following years, multiple women came forward with stories of abuse, manipulation, and sexual exploitation. It wasn't until the 2019 docu-series Surviving R. Kelly aired that the full extent of his predatory behavior came to light. The series, which featured interviews with several of Kelly's alleged victims, sparked renewed public outrage and led to a major investigation into his actions. The documentary revealed a pattern of abuse that spanned decades, with numerous women alleging that Kelly had lured them into sexually abusive relationships, often when they were underage. Kelly was accused of running a sex cult, where he controlled the lives of young women, holding them captive and subjecting them to abuse. The outcry following Surviving R. Kelly led to a resurgence in the Mute R. Kelly movement, with many fans and industry insiders calling for the boycott of his music. The 2019 arrest and criminal charges. In February 2019, R. Kelly was arrested on 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. The charges stemmed from accusations made by 4 women, 3 of whom were minors at the time of the alleged abuse. Kelly's legal troubles continued to escalate as more women came forward, leading to federal charges related to sex trafficking, child pornography, and obstruction of justice. Throughout his trials, Kelly maintained his innocence, repeatedly denying any wrongdoing. However, the mountain of evidence against him, along with the testimony of dozens of victims, painted a picture of a long history of predatory behavior and abuse. Conviction and sentencing. In September 2021, R. Kelly was convicted on federal racketeering and sex trafficking charges, marking a significant moment in the fight for justice for his victims. He was found guilty of exploiting his fame to recruit, groom, and sexually abuse women and underage girls. The trial exposed Kelly's predatory practices and the lengths he went to cover up his crimes. Kelly's conviction was seen as a landmark moment in the Me Too movement, representing the long overdue fall of a powerful figure who had eluded justice for years. His victims, many of whom had waited decades to see him held accountable, finally found a sense of closure. In June 2022, Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison, marking the end of his reign in the music industry and a victory for his accusers. The sentence was one of the most significant in a high-profile sexual abuse case, signaling that even the most influential celebrities are not above the law. Legacy and fallout. R. Kelly's criminal convictions have permanently damaged his legacy. Once celebrated as an R&B icon, he is now infamous for one of the most shocking sex abuse scandals in entertainment. His downfall highlights the systemic failures that allowed his crimes to persist, unchecked by an industry that once idolized him.